Social media is not spoiling your children. Your parenting is spoiling your children. Accept the responsibility. Your wife is your managing director and your husband is your CEO. This is how people should be selected. Because wife manages everything and husband has all the vision on the planet. And these days now, you like strawberry, I like strawberry, we'll get married. The same way. I am IIT, you are IIT, we'll get married. What is this strawberry liking business? I don't understand. If you want to hire a CEO, don't know about their qualifications. Know how they bounced back from their failures. Degree देख के कर रहे हो तो डिग्री से शादी हो गई, इंसान तो हुआ ही नहीं है ना.
What is deep love? Because people can also find love in chaos.
When parts of the engine are moving, they create a lot of friction. But then also they are called working fine. Marriage is like farming. It's not about the plant that you want to grow. It's about how to stop the weeds that grow. When you serve your spouse with respect and value, that service will stitch this respect and value into love.
What are these green flags that this is the right partner and which is going to be good for your soul's journey?
I can tell you all the red flags that you should not do because there are no green flags. After checking all the red flags, if you get married, green flags, a father needs to bring up two future tennis superstars. He listed it all. It's a 200-page document when they are in the womb. And then Venus Williams and Serena Williams, I think they are a miracle in tennis industry. छोटे बच्चे को पूछना चाहिए, बड़े होके क्या बनोगे? Happy, healthy, proactive, progressive बनूंगा. That kind of a mindset parents are also not developing in the children. Make sure that you are the most important person in your life. But understand the gravity of this statement and your life is sorted.
Beautifully put. Hello, we welcome you to the podcast with Siddha Guru Atmananda Ji. Jai Guru Datta Guruji. One of the major milestones which the society says is that find a good life partner for you. What are these green flags that this is the right partner and which is going to be good for your soul's journey? How do you identify that?
How to identify perfect marker points for identifying a good life partner? There is no perfect marker points. Unfortunately, they are only red flags. See, these days what is happening is a boy and a girl meet. What do you like? What do I like? What do you want to do? What do I want to do? What these kind of things. The truth is no, and these days we have this. Nobody is trying to understand the person. See, these days now, I tell you, many people say, oh, these days society now, many women are killing their husbands or many women are this, many divorce cases are happening. They are unnecessarily glorifying, there is a bad happening. They are glorifying the bad. There are also many good homemakers, many good women who are bearing their husband or loving their husband or staying with their, there are many good happy homes or many good average homes. There are only maybe 10% bad homes, but that is glorified. Okay. Now, even the 10%, why bad is happening? See, for example, they say, if you want to hire a CEO, don't know about their qualifications because at CEO level, qualifications don't matter. Know how they bounced back from their failures. Know their life. Know their journey of life. Know their personal vision for themselves. How they worked out their life. Know about that. I think you understand. And I am, example, a poor guy, ji. I born and brought up here. I worked hard. We were very poor, but still worked hard. Did this, did that. Finally got an IIT seat. After that, I got an IIM seat. After that, I did, less money, but still I did an MBA in Wharton University. After that, I'm working with you, I'm slogging, I'm trying to help you, I'm trying to give you a vision for the next 20 years, and suddenly I'm called the CEO of Google. Possible? Impossible. 20 years almost you worked. Approx. You understand? Now if you see, this is the journey they have seen. Now the point is, for a CEO, don't look for the qualification, look for the journey, how they invested within them. Correct? Now, for a life partner, all we look is what is his salary, what is his caste, or what is his likes and dislikes. We don't see the journey of the person. We because everybody keeps acting. I think you understand. A girl will come to you. A boy is making 10 lakh rupees salary a month. Now the girl will say, very good, very good. Shadi to hone de. So whatever the boy says, the girl will say, very good, very good. After marriage, within 3 days, she will apply for divorce and take half of his money. That's a possibility, which again is glorified by social media. Are you understanding? And painting all girls as bad. I will show you, I can show you in my personal notes many girls who do not want 1 rupee if at all there is a divorce happening, or who don't want to be a burden. There are many good girls, I know. You must also be knowing. So why am I trying to tell you all this? Media and world glorifies bad people, while real good people are busy living their life in secrecy and silence, because they don't want the pomp. Second, why bad marriages are happening? Red flags, if you know, green flags will come automatically. If you are you a girl who is interested in the journey of a boy and select, value the boy out of his journey, or value the boy out of his current disposition? Are you a girl or a boy who can judge the person by the journey they have, who can understand the person by what they have gone through, without being sympathetic or empathetic? Because here you are in a selection process, no? So I don't want you to be sympathetic or empathetic. These days what's happening, girls are becoming more sympathizers. And good girls are sympathizers, bad girls are, intelligent people type. And I had all these problems, but I am working hard in my life. I want this. And then the girl falls for that trap and sympathizes him with the boy. And slowly, I will help him. And the girl gets married. After that, this boy becomes a leech to the girl. This kind of stories also happen. Are you understanding what I'm trying to say? Or there is a boy who is 10 lakhs a month, and then there is a girl who is an initial pleaser. And this guy, these days, our egos are inflated by the numbers of your salary. You understand, boys? The moment they make 2 lakhs a month, their ego is inflated. By the time they make 4 lakhs a month, their ego is super inflated to the size of a hot air balloon is smaller before them. I think you understand. That level of inflated balloon egos. I am making 4 lakhs a month. Ambani is making maybe 40 crores a day. I don't see, and he generally doesn't appear on the photographs. Egoistic, right? He may be, who knows? I think you understand. There are many guys who are making a lot more money. They don't act out. Why are you acting out? But then we act out because we lost giving interest to our own self by looking at the journey. These days, girls are not looking at the boy's journey. These days, boys are also not looking at the girl's journey. Instant gratification. If the girl looks good, and if the girl has a good salary, or if the girl has this, if that is their Instagram following her type, and you like strawberry, I like strawberry, we'll get married. What is this strawberry liking business? I don't understand. What are the red flags? A person who does not have conviction, vision, person who does not have clarity, focus on his own life, that person you should not get married. A girl who does not understand the value of all this personal focus, dedication, self-discipline, boy, don't marry her. Red flags. I think you understand.
Yes, but Guruji, you mentioned about knowing the person's journey. Not every time people are open to tell
you
their
should
journey.
Share. That is what it is. If you are not, anybody who is not open, you like strawberry, I like strawberry, you get married, you end up in bad homes only.
You're correct. What if both the parties would ask their journeys and sometimes they are not revealed?
Correct. That's where your emotional intelligence comes into the picture. Nobody tells. See, somebody, they reveal. See, I had this failure, but then I bounced back and today I am great. Where is your emotional intelligence? You will trust whatever you listen. You should have an ability to understand, decipher the truth out of a narration. And also validate, check, observe. If you embrace yourself, you are stable enough inside you that you can embrace. See, girls, you can, when a boy is looking at you, you know how they are looking, all this. Why? Because generally girls embrace themselves, their own womanhood. Boys are doubtful whether they are man or not, man enough for that. You understand? So that is the reason why when you embrace your womanhood, you easily understand the boy. Most women. In the same fashion, when you embrace the groom within you or the bride within you, you can naturally find the thing. And the boy will tell you a story. Hello, I did this, I did that, I did this. I'm a winner, You can know. Even if he's telling a story, just by listening it, you can make out. I think you understand. And it's called finding out. It's not about revealed. Anybody who is personal, who wants to be personal, or who doesn't want to share their life journey naturally to their would-be life partner, you shouldn't marry them. That's a big red flag. Why? Because after marriage also they wouldn't share anything with you. I think you understand. Now, it's like two business partners. You are a business. You are a company. I am also a company. We are merging together to form a bigger company. That is what marriage is. I think you understand. Or it is like acquiring your co-founder. And you already started a business and you acquire a co-founder. Co-founder should be acquired actually. I think you understand what I'm trying to say. See, I've started this business, this, but here these are my strengths. This business requires these kind of things. So these kind of things I don't have, you have. So I'm willing to give a stake to you and I'm calling you a co-founder. And I've started a business. After starting, I thought I can do everything. And I started and I built the business to a certain extent. Now I realized this business needs my skills, but it also needs extra amount of skills, which I don't have. So why don't you come in as a partner? I will give you a stake. And if you are impressed with this business that I've already built, and if you believe in me, because seeing how much I have built for myself, and let me also see how much value you can add for that, let me check you. Let me see. And because validation happened, now these two people become co-founders and become a bigger company. Or two companies merge and become a bigger company. Marriage is like that. The boy says, hello, this is what I worked. This is what I faced. This is what I grew up with. This is what I've become now. And this is what a vision of I want to be. Now, how? These days, don't listen superficially. A boy will say, tomorrow I will be a billionaire. Then you should ask how? Lovingly. And if he doesn't have a plan now ready, and that plan also should be in meticulous detail. Devil is in the details. So if anybody who does not have a detailed analysis or detailed understanding about them, their life, their vision, their passion, their life, and who doesn't have clarity, they don't share with their would-be life partner. And if they are able to share broader picture, invest, or you will find a guy who is really having that vision. Then he is skeptical whether you are a co-founder, co-founder like, see, I built the business from 0 to 1 crore. Now it's doing 1 crore revenue. But to make this a 100 crore company, I need these extra skills, which I do not have and I cannot take care of. So I'm taking you as a co-founder. From 1 crore to 100 crores we'll go. But then, buddy, I want to know for sure whether do you have the skills to contribute to this company or not. I think you understand what I'm trying to say. Then the girl here is the co-founder. And the co-founder needs to explain. The founder also needs to show the company journey. Balance sheet सब दिखाना पड़ेगा. मैं नहीं दिखाता, मैं नहीं करता, मैं नहीं reveal करता, red flag. जाओ. How one person invests in other person. That itself shows how your life is going to be. These days, what is happening is all fantasy, fictional बात कर रहे. And how is life going to be? A boy and a girl, 25. They came to me. So I asked, what have you decided? Then said, we both decided to get married. Then I said, what did you talk to each other? And they said, we spoke about everything, Guruji. And I said, oh, everything, what? Then they said, we spoke about how life is before marriage and how life would change after marriage. And I said, you are just 25. How you are so experienced that you know how life is after marriage? No, we have seen mother and father. So you're taking them as benchmark? No. Then how? No, hypothetically speaking, we understand. Hypothetically speaking, understand is fantasy. I am starting a business today. Now in the ROC, Register of Companies, I have incorporated today. I am going to make it $1 billion. I am going to make it $1 trillion. If somebody speaks like that, just leave because it's waste of time. I think you understand what I'm trying to say. It doesn't happen. You do not be impulsive or what to talk, how to understand, how to do a business, how to be a good business entrepreneur, if you know, and adopt it to how to be select a good wife or a husband. It's very similar. It's very similar. Before selecting your CEO in your company, what will you see? That you see in your husband. Before selecting a managing director, what you see? That you see in your wife. Your wife is your managing director and your husband is your CEO. Discussion over. This is how people should be selected. Because wife manages everything, from everything, no? Generally. And husband has all the vision on the planet and everything core. So, do you know how to employ your MD? Then you know how to get married. Do you know how to employ your own CEO? You know how to get married. But if you strawberry, or fantasy, or I'm in Pune, software engineer, you are in Pune, software engineer, both software engineer will get married. I am IIT, you are IIT, will get married. This kind of nonsense is happening. I think you understand. Or girls will have their career. I think you understand what I'm trying to say. I am a lawyer. I can't leave lawyer profession. I want a husband who allows me or who is okay with me being a lawyer. No, tomorrow कोर्ट से आ रही थी, कुछ चोट लग गई, पैर टूट गई, लॉयर बनोगे? ऐसा something like that. Life can take a million turns. Why are you so rigid everything about? You are not rigid about your life. You are rigid about one specific duty of your life. I think I understand. And I want to be a doctor. People never say I want to be healthy, happy, progressive. छोटे बच्चे, small young kids, if you ask them, बड़े होके क्या बनोगे? They'll say doctor, engineer. And parents clap. छोटे बच्चे को पूछना चाहिए, बड़े होके क्या बनोगे? Happy, healthy, proactive, progressive बनूंगा. डॉक्टर बनूंगा, इंजीनियर बनूंगा, तब देख लूंगा. But healthy, happy, proactive, progressive तो compulsory बनूंगा. That kind of a mindset, parents are also not developing in the children. What will your kid be, engineer or doctor? Because see, everything depends on demand and supply. Pivot लेते कंपनी में हम प्रोडक्ट एक बनाते हैं, we make a product, we go into the market doesn't accept our product, we pivot and make another product. We don't stick with the product which doesn't sell. In the same fashion, if I say doctor, maybe in the future there is no demand for doctors, oversupply of doctors, maybe there is oversupply of engineers, maybe there healthy, happy, progressive, flexible company which can pivot and which is agile enough to innovate, be creative and launch a product, continuously innovate, improve the product so that the customers continue to find it more relatable. That's how your life is your product. Your outcome is your product. You should be that healthy, happy, agile, productive, creative company that continuously improves and tweaks your product called your response or your productivity. That's how you should be. No, that way people don't be. I am a lawyer, so anybody who is okay with that profession. Generally, a girl's life generally is a life of uncertainty only because children can happen. When children happen, children takes away 3 years, 2 years of time, 1 child, 2 child. So the point is, life of a woman is highly uncertain. Technically speaking, it takes a lot of effort for a girl to be a girl, you know. So much things, simple things. If for a boy we wear a pant and a shirt, that's enough. For a girl you need to have 10 clips on your head, only then you will feel happy. If somebody puts 1 clip on our hair also, we will scream like hell. But then a girl cannot generally go out without 5-6 clips on their head. Example, no, it's your way, but then it's tough. According to boys' perspective, it's very tough to be a girl. I don't know how you consider it tough or not, but I consider it. It's very tough to be a girl. It's very, very tough to be a woman. Example clips, I don't go by that, but you understood. Now, in that highly uncertain world, why are you so rigid and prejudiced about your personal things? It's because your life in total, in an overall, it's a highly uncertain thing. So what is very important is you relax. Where you are prejudiced, the girl that you are going to get married, if she is prejudiced at the wrong places, wrong signs, right places, perfect. I think you understand. And is she flexible? People don't check the flexibility of the person, and they check also in the wrong ways. For example, we will go to a movie, okay. We will go to this movie, okay. Last minute you change the plan, people are okay with it. Anyway, initial marriage attraction, you want to go with the spouse, whichever movie, doesn't matter. We want to go to a movie. And then say, the boy is very flexible. Last moment I changed the plan, he changed the movie. The boy was not interested in the movie, he was interested in you. Technically, for that moment. So that's not called flexibility. You need to know how to actually give job to your CEO or a managing director. You can't look for degree and then give him job. You can't look for excitement and leave. So that way, I can tell you all the red flags that you should not do. There are no green flags, because after checking all the red flags, if you get married, green flags can appear. Green flags can appear in your life.
Beautifully put. So, is there a right age with the society there's going on? Oh, aap itne saal ke ho gaye, for men as well as women. Is there a right age to get married?
Yes. Generally, get your co-founder early in life. Early in your business. Get your co-founder or CEO कब appoint होना चाहिए is the question. You are asking invariably this. Company शुरू होते ही
जितना जल्दी
हो सके उतना अच्छा है. But what is the पहचानने का time? For a boy, it is 24 approx. For a girl, around 22. Is the पहचानने का time अपने आप को. And it takes medically, spiritually, it takes 24 years for a human body and mind and emotions to fully develop. I think you understand. Medically, physically, spiritually, in every way. 24 years for a boy. A boy who is fully formed, matured. 24 years. So early in the beginning, you better get a co-founder. And respect the co-founder for the co-founding skills. And build a company together ground up. And build a passion for the vision. And how do you acquire the co-founder? You convey the vision, you convey the passion. You understand? The co-founder and founder, there are two differences, I think. Boy is the founder here. The girl is the co-founder here. Now the co-founder has worked on a mission, vision, plan, success, story, process, and other funding, this, that, everything he acquired. Plan, this is, and chart, what is projection, 2-year projection, 3-year projection, what are the steps, how GTM, kaise, go to market strategy, how do you build, oh, this is what we need to build, this is what we need to build. I know what it involves, what it takes. I have the whole chart, Excel sheet, everything, layers done. Now to execute this, I don't have the skills. Oh, co-founder, can you come? Are you sure you have the skills? Prove that to me. And can you continue to exist, to continue to do this? That passion also I check. Once both passion means, then founder and co-founder become part of a company. And then invest for a lonely journey of 2-3 years generally. Then they make $1 billion industry or whatever, rich industry, possibility, that way. IIT करा, लड़का अच्छा कमाता है, गूगल में 2 लाख सैलरी है, शादी कराओ. 2 लाख सैलरी देख के शादी करोगे तो कोर्ट में तो एंड अप हो जाओगे. बिकॉज तुम पैसे देख के कर रहे हो, इंसान देख के नहीं. डिग्री देख के कर रहे हो तो डिग्री से शादी हो गई, इंसान तो हुआ ही नहीं है ना, डाइवर्स ही होगा. इंसान से डाइवर्स होगा, डिग्री से शादी हो गया था. सो लाइक दैट, आई थिंक यू अंडरस्टैंड. And girls may be, boys these days, actually, social media and other jagah pe girls are painted very bad. I strongly feel boys with vision nahi hai. There are no co-founders. And these days, kaisa ho ja raha hai? Boys have a lot of self-worth and self-doubt issues. So, when you don't find a strong boy, generally in a world, 100% सब bad तो नहीं होंगे. There will be 10-20% good. These 10-20% girls are hungry for a boy who has clarity of self and who is very strong and who doesn't have this self-worth issues. Anybody who doesn't have self-worth issues, women pounce on them and get married. But what's happening is boys don't develop proper self-worth or self-assessing, self-capabilities. You understand? Self-worth issues and self-doubts are very prevalent in boys these days. Thereby, when girls don't find a strong man, then they tend to go the wrong way only, no? I think you understand. Generally, boys are the anchor for girls, technically speaking. Anchor and strength, protection and all that. When you don't find a strong support, you tend to crawl on the ground only. Yes or no?
Yes.
So when you are, say, you have to have a strong boundary. The kingdom and the responsibility to protect the kingdom belongs to the king. But the administration belongs to the queen, technically. Administration will happen if the boundaries are safe. If the boundaries are continuously having self-worth issues or self-doubt, the husband has boundary issues, then all women will go haywire only.
So, women in general are more feminine. We all have both.
Let's not negotiate or debate on it, but I don't accept. These days, over-masculinization of feminine is happening. I have never seen a fully these days, it's very rare to find a feminine. Very rare, but there are. So, most women have become masculine, more masculine these days.
And the reason for that?
Because there are no masculine people.
If there's a couple and a woman for some reasons has to take on more responsibilities and take over the responsibilities of the king. Ideally speaking, a queen is supposed to do administration work. That after over the years makes her more king-like and masculine, and those traits develop in her.
Administration say you don't become masculine.
Administration of the woman, a queen usually has such responsibilities, right? And if the king, like you mentioned, cannot, protect, a woman has to. She has to also take on responsibilities
then she will become masculine.
Yes, correct. In such situations, how does the relationship dynamic work? And
if the girl is taking care, the boy should take the feminine side. Administration and other things, management, support, boy should do. This ego maintenance also boys cannot do. I think then the boy was not masculine or feminine. These days what's happening is clarity of mindset should be there. And the constitution says one who protects the boundaries and establishes the kingdom is king. One who takes care of the entire administration, and everything that's happening inside the country is mine.
Home Minister.
Home Minister. You understand? And everything, boundaries, you take care. I think you understand. Now, that kind of a mentality generally works better for growth of the family and all, and everybody. But what really happens is, if some role reversal had to happen, then automatically it doesn't matter who is supporting should be the feminine and who is taking care should be the masculine. And no ego issue should happen. Everybody should accept and embrace the roles and support.
And what is the right if everything goes
But
well?
then you can't have two companies in one company. You can't have two companies in one company. One company is one company only. If you have two factions in one company, then generally the company will go broke. if you have two different viewpoints, generally the company will go into problems, right? Same fashion. Husband and wife should have one vision. Before marriage, they should develop a nice constitutional document for them. They must develop a nice vision and also develop, if pivot necessary, what, how. Personal discipline. This is what, before getting married, you should have the emotional intelligence to read your own core values, core principles, and your own agendas for your life. And also, without the other person extra detail telling, you need to understand and experience the core values, core principles of the other person. You should have that judgmental capability. It's very, very important. A woman should mostly, I suggest all women develop those skills. That's what I teach with our sadhaks. I insist on young children, young women, 20, 21, 22, 23. I teach all, these are the kind of practices you need to do so that you identify the right qualities. But for that, what practices, and they are not again sadhanas, you to meditate. Emotional intelligence training.
Can you specify some of them for the viewers?
Not on the camera, not here. Because why? Because the methods are individualistic in nature.
Because every woman
is different, every girl is different, every boy is different. You need to, see, it's like hunting. In a crowd of a lot of people, you're trying to find your right spouse. And it's like, there are many houses. If I have to build one house, my architect will ask me 1,000 questions. How can you say there is a rigid way of building? No, there is, you understand what I'm trying? You just can't say, I want a house for 4 people and then say, okay, I will decide. He will ask individually 4 people, how are you, who are you? What age they belong to, what characters they have, what do you want, 1,000 more questions your architect asks you, the more perfect the possibility of your home to be. In the same fashion, no methods of figuring out a life, personal discipline cannot happen without personal mentoring. I think you understand. But the general rule is identify a character of the person and core vision, values, principles, and see their journey of life. And through the journey, when you read their journey of life properly, you generally understand the kind of personality they have. And before marriage, the girl goes to the boy's home. Mama, Papa, the boy. Observe them. Don't try to be the girl impressing first. Okay, do that also, but observe. When you observe, the girl does mama more, boy more, and just don't do superficial observation. See the body language. And these days now, we teach economics, geography, we teach all unnecessary subjects in the school books. Actually, body language, negotiation, communication should be the main subjects. And from 10th class, at least, 6th class, so 7th class, we should start with body language and extend it to communication, negotiations. Communication is a different subject, negotiation and art of persuasion. We need to teach all these skills to children actually, because business, job, you need only this. 60% is communication, conviction, art of persuasion, negotiation. Your degree skills is 40%.
Majorly it is managing and
Majorly
communication.
I think you understand. So majorly it's managing. So 60% of students are not being taught. They are working hard and becoming some engineer, doctor or something, and that's only 40%. And that 40% is useless without the 60%. Schools, parents should take this lead. And why children, for 40% this much effort they are putting? No, they are putting unnecessary effort. For a person to become a doctor, they are studying laws of motion in 12th class, 11th class, which is unnecessary. Why do I need laws of motion? Why do I need chemistry, molality? I have to be a doctor understanding tablets, biochemistry. Which doctor is actually practicing biochemistry? You understand?
Correct.
Anyway, it's super specialty and everywhere. There is a field for medicine, pharma. There is a field for everything. Everything, if you observe, you cannot understand the whole thing. Unnecessary. But then this education system is what? By the time you reach your degree, you must be a mind which is well rounded to not ask any questions and just follow blindly. And you must be under so much pressure that you must seek grad. And if I put you under the water for long enough, you will come out and for air you gasp and you suffocate, do a lot, you gasp a lot. In the same fashion, they put you into so much pressure that you seek instant gratification.
And is it all because this instant gratification, also you mentioned about glorification of only negativity more on social media, be it of men or women, because there are must be very good men also out there. So is it because they're trying to, the people, the elites at the top are trying to be more...
They're trying to be more talented, cunning, so that the people at the down stay there that way. So your life, you have to decide for yourself. Do I have to follow them or make a plan for myself? Because if you don't have a plan for yourself, they will have a plan for you. They'll always have a plan for you.
Correct. So now that I've asked you questions about, relationships and marriage, what is the right time for a couple to have children?
When they are in deep love with each other.
What is deep love? Because for a lot of people, people can also find love in chaos.
Yeah, that's also deep love.
Okay.
True love, deep love, true love, or say the point is, when the parts of the engine are moving, they create a lot of friction.
Correct.
But then also they are called working fine. I think you understand. So when husband and wife stay together, they have a fight. But if the engine temperature is not crossing 50 degrees or a certain temperature set mark, and they know how to regulate the friction, and they are working on changing their coolant and their engine oil properly. Now here processes, SOPs and their systems. They're in, and both know how to handle each other. They're in deep love only. When, see, the point is, not having a fight is not called love. So the point is, not having a disagreement is also not love. Not agreeing to disagree is the problem.
Correct.
So now when you disagree, how do you agree to the disagreement? Okay, and see, it's not, that is what it is. If you do, I keep telling this, marriage is like farming. It's not about the plant that you want to grow. It's about how to stop the weeds that grow. That is at least 40 to 50%. How to manage water. Farming 50% is not about plants, How to stop the weeds, that is stop plant growing. How to secure water and processes. And how to harvesting procedures and SOPs and fertilizers and all that. How to improve soil wealth. Yeah. So in the same fashion, you should know how to handle when two people have enough stress on the life purpose, then all other things take a backseat. When two people sit and envision one thing which is greater than those two people, then generally as their life goes by, people will be ready to give even their life for the vision. I think you understand. These days what's happening is, we are not able to do KT of our vision, knowledge transfer of our vision.
Correct.
And we are not able to have partners or marriage couple with a unified vision, and they don't have time to create clarity of their own vision. For example, the husband and wife, when they want to have children, what is the perfect time? The point is, they don't discuss. how to have children, how to have, and it's not about male female getting together. How do we ensure day one, day two? I will tell you, there is this guy of Serena Williams and Venus Williams. Before the children were in the womb, this guy had a plan. And once he came to know that they are twins in the womb of the mother, his wife, he created a 200-page, fully detailed document of how they will live their, be in their life. How they will become tennis stars one day. How they will be ruling the world of tennis. How they will practice. How he will work hard in making sure that they develop. What skills do he thinks he needs to nurture 2 tennis superstars in his house. I think you understand. What are the skills a father needs to bring up 2 future tennis superstars? He listed it all. What are the negotiation skills? What are the communication skills? What are the ecosystem skills a father should develop or create for tennis superstars to happen? What are the practices future tennis superstars should adopt early on in their life? What are the emotional traits? All this 200 pages of perfectly detailed, qualified documentation done. And then Venus Williams and Serena Williams, I think they are a miracle in tennis industry, industry or a sport. Continuous champions. I think you understand. It's a 200-page document when they are in the womb.
That much level of vision, even for the children who are going to come, still yet to come.
200 pages of document of what your child will be. And for that, what you will do. Don't say, my child will be engineer, doctor. That's not vision. That's pasting. That's forcing. What a father should have to ensure a future superstar in his house. Not money. What discipline? What attitude? What attribute? Write it down. Develop. Skill. You understand what I'm trying to say? My children need such a coach to train. How do I get such a coach? How do I need this? What do I need? What qualities do you think the coach should have? Study your own. You understand? That king, that guy, name the person is king. Oh, I think so. He developed a 200-page document. Now, these days, we don't have 2 lines.
Correct.
So, when you see, ऐसा होता है ना, anything that happens by accident is accident only, buddy.
Yes.
So, your kid should not be your accident.
It should be a plan properly.
Vision, executed. So, when you understand each other, when you know where this person can trip, where this person can trip, and then write down a document for a billionaire, what kind of skills are required. For that, to develop such skills, what kind of mothering and fathering should we do? And for that, if this kind of mothering and fathering should be done, what is good mothering? What is good fathering? General rules, general systems, general processes. For that, currently my emotional system aligns to it or not. Currently it may not align. But what can we can't say jab hoga tab hoga. So we have to always say, okay, by the time the child is delivered and the child is growing, what kind of daily challenges I need to breach so that I become the right mother and right father? What are the emotional development? That's basically it's like that. See, any engineer or a startup guy, a business entrepreneur starts a company, and when he starts a company, he doesn't know about injection molding, but his product needs it. So he will go study it. He will go figure it out. He will go with the industry and learn it. If his product, initially his product is about something, some laser tech, but to figure that, to fit that laser and other stuff, he needs an injection molding. He needs that system to place it. So he needs to perfect a small thing called injection molding. Yeah, then he'll go work on that, bring that machine, injection molding, plastic granules, but a machine, which machine, what, check, stop on your product, go, figure out and come and then start the product. Yes, same fashion, children. I think you understand. Company together, founder, co-founder, join, now children, product, legacy that we want to create. So, okay, see, we started a company. I was initially 1 crore. I got a co-founder. Now to go to 100 crore. Okay, went to 200 crore. And now you want children because legacy. Now for that, what kind of skills required? What kind pivoting now? What kind of preambles? What kind of systems to be required? What kind of things to be required? What kind of emotional, mental discipline required? What kind of mothering should be there? Prepare, every day read. These are the things that a mother needs to develop. These are the things a father needs to develop. And don't write hypothetical things, write calculative things. I will be very loving. The point is this, there are 3 kinds of mothers, I will tell you. And every mother has 3 kinds. First mother is pure mother, or innocent mother, or natural mother. You can call any word. But this is what pure mother, natural mother, innocent mother. See, the point is, when a girl delivers a boy or a girl, the first time the mother looks at the child, instant connection, bond, lot of things happen. That time, the kind of love is not through the emotion or through the mind, it's through the core. Now, what happens is, I love this child, I love this child, I love this child. Then, second thing happens, expecting mother. Not pregnancy expecting, this is different. Expecting mother. Now, because I love this child should become big, become happy and successful. Big in a sense. Now, expectation is developed because of pure love. And next stage is haunting mother. I'll tell you, wait. Now, the point is, I want this big. Now, this what is big, that question the mother asks. If the mother is coming from middle class family or a lower middle, engineer, doctor, and the mother starts, ye quality aa jana hai, ye aa jana hai, wo aa jana hai. After that, the mother says, I will be like this only, and my child, I want you to do this, do this, do this. As the child is growing in the expecting mother, the child doesn't see mother growing, but the child sees expectations mounting on him consistently, which create resistance within the child. And the child slowly starts underperforming. Then comes the haunting mother stage, which is this anxious mother. Mother with panic attacks, mother with anxiety attacks, mother with, ye ho jana, ye nahi ho raha hai. And then after haunting mother, you have killing mother. Arey, you are a waste fellow. I had so much expectations. When I gave birth to you, you were such a beautiful boy or a girl. You are this and that. Now you could not clear this 10th class with 99.9% marks. You only got 80. How can you live in this competitive world? Killing mother. Example. So most mothers have these 4 phases happening in their life. Innocent, loving mother or natural mother. Expecting mother. Because expectations comes because of pure love. But then these expectations convert into anxieties. And these anxious mothers kill the possibilities of the child. And the journey is pure love, say, pure killing. And why do you think a child has self-worth issues? Why do you think boys these days have self-worth issues, self-doubt issues, even girls, of course? Why? Because the expectations mounted on them is too much. You have to be this, nobody nurtures them. Everybody expects them to perform. And I'll give you this syllabus, you have to study and you have to perform. Nobody works with you to ensure that you win. And like coaching, even sports coaching also. Your mother and father pays a fees and go there. You go, the coach will tell you, play like this. And if you doesn't play, your child is not able to focus. And your mother or father will come and say, why are you not focusing? The coach is not happy with you. The purpose is me. I have to be the sports star here. Why should the coach be happy? I am unhappy first. Nobody is recognizing that. So I am not there, no? And ideal scenario aise hota hai. Are you understanding? You parents go to school. The school teacher, who is a 50,000, 1 lakh rupees max. These days school teachers don't get paid much. But still, the father is a 3 lakh guy. 3 lakh, 4 lakh month. Mother is a 2 lakhs guy. Example. Both go to parent-teacher meeting. The school teacher, who is a 1 lakh girl, says, your boy is not focusing.
Correct.
And the father says, your teacher is not happy with you. Why are you not focusing in the class? You should focus in the class. Acha, focusing in the class is to make teacher happy, not me. Subconsciously, that's the impression. I think you understand what I'm trying to say. If you wear this dress, what will your father think? If I keep saying this, you'll get irritated. Hello, what about my father here? You'll get, and
Correct.
again, don't say I'm Guruji or not. Understand the example.
Correct.
You go wearing a nice dress and everybody is asking you, is your father approving you of this dress?
Seeking approvals.
If they ask, Amma, did your father approve you this dress? Did your father approve you this dress? If people ask you every day, try this. Make your best friends ask you, did your father approve you of this dress that you are wearing? 10 days they will ask you on a daily basis. On the 11th day, you will go mad. Even though you have asked them as an experiment. This is happening constantly on a child. Example, are you understanding? So, mothering, fathering, people don't understand. So, what is the right time? When they are in deeply love. What do I mean by deep love? Generally, people use this word true love, no? All this. True love doesn't exist. Only deep love exists.
And what is that?
Deep love is synchronicity of the vision. Clarity of the vision. And it's nothing romantic. It's actually a very mechanical thing. A machine looks, when it works inside, when it works in synchronicity, it looks beautiful. But it doesn't feel beautiful to that part which is working because it's getting grinded. So, when set of parts are moving in synchrony for one purpose, when you look at the machine functioning, it looks so beautiful. But you ask the individual part, it will only understand the grind it is undergoing.
Correct.
In the same fashion, in deep love, when you are okay with this deep grind, knowing fully well that it is for a purpose. And it's not about me, it's for the purpose. We are also part of this entire machine called human life. Not you are my human life, existence. I think you understand what I'm trying to say. A father had a deliberate, intensified, introspective, progressive, proactive thought of 200 pages vision for his 2 daughters. And that is the reason why the daughters lived champion life for 10-15 years, I guess. Which is impossible generally in women's cricket, women's tennis.
Correct.
And mostly it's impossible and they did it possible, but generally it's very difficult, very, very difficult. 15 years or 10-12 years of straight championships. Why? Because in their womb, from their womb, the vision is clear. The mother is aligned to the vision. The father is already having the vision. CEO has a clear vision, 200 pages document. And the MD knows what to do for it. And the children, the product, are ready to do whatever it takes for the product, for the vision. When your product stands for your brand, and when the CEO has a clear image on what the brand is, and when your MD knows what to do to nurture the brand is supposed to be a super hit.
But that happens with a lot of discipline.
Discipline. Haphazardness, no great. If anything that happens out of haphazardness, it's not called greatness, it's called foolishness.
Correct. You mentioned about the phases, the mothers which all women have in them. The pure love mother, the expectational mother, the anxiety or stressful mother, and then comes the most demotivating kind,
Killing mother.
the killing mother. So, what is the healthy balance for a child?
Mother should be focusing on more than loving, nurturing. Mother should be understanding. What is nurturing actually? I will explain you in farming language.
Okay.
Vermicompost or cow dung, they nurture plants. Am I clear with you? But how? By decomposing themselves. By fine-tuning their own self. Are you understanding? Originally cow dung. But when you fine-tune, decompose, you become you disintegrate and you become fine, elements. These elements nurture the plant automatically. In the same, a growing mother, an evolving mother, and a fountain of love mother, and a mother who is a fountain of love and who accepts and who nurtures within her, who grows within herself and innately or upward. And as a career woman, for example, successful woman, if you see your mother growing, if you see your father growing, you naturally grow.
Correct.
If your father is a risk taker, proactive guy, he's continuously doing something, there are failures happening, but your mother and your mother is proud of your father and your father is respecting your mother. Are you understanding? And your father is continuously growing, working hard, continuously making plans, the child looks at the father and becomes like the father. He also becomes a workaholic, he also becomes a plan guy, numbers guy. If your father is a numbers guy, plan guy, and don't give emotional tantrums to the family, respects the family, and the wife loves the vision and respects the husband, child will always become the numbers guy, vision guy and all that. Here the problem is, the moment boys find some strength in them, they throw temper tantrums of ego. Or the girls, the moment they find some strength, they are doing their temper tantrums or their tantrums, whatever. I think you understand. So when two people throw tantrums at each other, then both are dismantling. In a dismantling home, there is 0.0001% chance of great leaders emerging. But in a nurturing, growing home, where the mother is growing in the management skill, where the father is growing in the management and vision skill, and both are in unison working for something great, children will automatically be great. But if a mother is obsessed with the child, obsessed, I think, you have to be this, you got only 80%, how will it be? The mother is obsessed with the child's performance. You have to be like this only. You have to do this. Are you doing it well? Continuously I am checking, are you doing it well? Remember one thing, when somebody takes your responsibility, you don't take your responsibility.
Correct.
I think you understand. And you sleep carelessly in the night because you have a confidence that your security guard is taking care of your house in the night. Your security is there. On the confidence of your security, you become carelessly asleep. In the same fashion, if your mama is continuously in your childhood looking at you, are you doing it good? Are you doing it good? Are you doing it good? She is continuously checking on you. Then why would you check on yourself? And when you don't check on yourself, at the later stage of your life, you don't check on yourself.
So the healthy environment of it.
Mother should be a source of love and father should be a source of hardships, actually. Disciplined hardships.
For the child to grow better. So
disciplined hardships for the child.
For the child to grow better. So healthy home environment requires both the partners to respect each other.
Very, very much.
So the child can become a leader.
So that is the reason why I said, not when they have a vision, not when they have this, when they are in deep love.
That is deep love.
Deep love is respect, actually. Respect, understanding and value. I may not like what the wife is doing, but I value it. I may not like and I may not enjoy certain behaviors, certain patterns, but I value it. And I value the person, so I put up with it.
So the value and respect is the spark of the relationship.
Love cannot be handled, and love doesn't stay more than 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. Love doesn't stay. But a love that arises after a value and respect. Over a period of time, this value and respect get weaved together into something called as love. That's deep love.
I've never thought of relationships.
You don't try to like your spouse according to me, because that doesn't happen. Whatever you see, Mercedes-Benz you like, you drive 2 months, you get bored of it. Lamborghini, Urus or any super car you like, okay, drive it for 2 months, you will get bored.
Correct.
The same way, any great thing that you live with, you get bored. But any responsibility that you shoulder, you never get bored.
This is the key to successful
So
relationships.
your wife or your husband it's a respect and value. When you serve your spouse with respect and value, that service will stitch this respect and value into love. And that love is generational. And अगले जन्म में भी होगा ऐसा. But that is the reason why in our Sanatan Dharma they say 7 जन्म की रिश्ता होता है. क्योंकि wherever you are born, from there it generally takes 7 to 8 lifetimes for self-realization. That is what it's believed. तो 7 जन्म, आखिरी जन्म दोनों अकेले अकेले सेल्फ रियलाइज होंगे. आई थिंक यू अंडरस्टैंड. 7 जन्म के रिश्ता है क्योंकि 8 जन्म लगते हैं सेल्फ रियलाइज होने में.
ब्यूटीफुल.
ये 8 जन्म में वैराग्य कंप्लीटली आ जाता है 8वां जन्म में. तो देन रिश्ते नहीं, तब इट्स नॉट काउंटेड एज मैरिज, इट्स काउंटेड एज एवोल्यूशन एग्जिट. सो दैट इज द रीजन. बट वो कब आता है అంటే व्हेन यू सर्व, इट्स लाइक व्हेन यू सर्व समथिंग विद वैल्यू by respecting it and valuing it.
Correct.
That is how Indian Army soldiers, for example, Rajputana regiment, Mewar regiment, I say you will find some regiments there. Okay, example. These people, even if they are a Gujarati or even if they are Kerala people, they serve in the Rajputana regiment. After retiring, they go stay in Rajasthan. No, you will observe that. Why? You know what? वो mindset में आ जाता है. When you serve something with, I can die for my regiment. I value my regiment. I value my buddy. I value my soldiers, my people. I value and serve and respect this. I lived half of my life for the pride of my regiment. Now, how can I stay in Kerala? I have to go in that's how it is. For example, Rajputana, some, Rajwadas, most Rajwadas, if you see, all ex-retired soldiers will be there. And that emotional connect happens. When you serve anything with respecting it and valuing it, you want to stay closer to it.
Yes.
And that's love.
Wow.
So that love nurture. Shadi, husband, wife, boy, girl, 22, 21, they should tell all this. See, now attraction. You look beautiful, I look handsome. If you think we are in attraction. So this is only attraction, no love at all. But if I consistently invest in respect and value and service. Now what service? If I don't have a clarity, and if MD consistently, respectfully valuing the company, works and serves the company, or it will be a unicorn, whatever, decacorn, whatever can it is. Okay, now. But if there is no vision, कुछ तो product बनाएंगे. If that's what the vision is, कुछ तो करेंगे. And if the CEO comes to the MD and say, please help me sustain it. And if the MD itself is crying, weak, having self-doubt, can we make it? Can I do it? And if things happen, I am the CEO, so I am great, you are all useless people. Yeah. Anything can, you understand? One bad behavior from CEO is enough to break the company. How, you ask anybody, how can a big company can be broken? Big successful companies, can they be broken? Mostly no, because all the SOPs, MIS, everything set in motion. But still it can be broken. How? Get an egoistic CEO. Nothing can break a successful, profitable company apart from an egoistic CEO. I think you understand what I'm trying to say. Successful, profitable company. Why? Under all MIS, all system, SOPs, everything is set in motion, then it's a successful, profitable company. It takes a lot of pain and suffering to build such a company. So, and all the systems are ready. It's a machine in progress. It can repeat itself. Self-sustaining model. But still you can break it. Bring one egoistic CEO. You can break it. In the same fashion, boys need to keep their ego in check. Boys need to keep their emotions clean. Girls need to understand the value of service to a great purpose. That, ability to serve for a greater purpose, if a girl doesn't have, or if a boy who feels the purpose is him. It's a doomed story. Doom story or khata meta bad children, bad. Why children are home suffering? Why people are not concentrating? Why social media? Social media is not spoiling your children. Your parenting is spoiling your children. Accept the responsibility.
Accountability
And all that. So trust me, when you accept, nothing is there. The world is a very, very good place if you are a very disciplined person.
And what is the role of a man in upbringing of a child? What kind of a father? Like mother has these.
Many things. The father should be the rough housing, they say, in English. The father, 0 to 4, father should not have much role.
Mother, nurturing.
Mother, love. From 4 to 8, father, if the boy, depends on girl or boy, the intensity of the fathering is important. 0 to 4, father is 30% or 35 max. You understand? 4 to 8, the father, if it is a boy, then he should lift the boy, throw him out, fighting, aggression handling. He must kick the boy, not with force, but halka. He must hit the boy, fight, do fighting. There must be sparring sessions. There must be, difficult sessions where I will leave you on the road and come. The father should suddenly say this.
Survival instincts.
You understand? Survival instincts kicking in. वो भी controlled तरीके. There is a disciplined way. You should not torture the child. But there is a controlled way of doing stuff.
For developing certain skills in the child.
0 to 4, 35%. But mostly mother. But 4 to 8, 50% father. After 8, mother is 35%.
For life?
Yeah. Mummy should be a source of love, food and confidence. And I know तेरा कुछ अच्छा होगा. कुछ भी हो जाए. And जन्म दिए, so the point is you are emotionally attached, surgically attached to your mother for 8 years. And technically surgical attached, I said, not physical. And you always linger around your mama 8 years. Now that woman doesn't trust you. That's a big breaking point. And you love somebody and they don't trust your success. For your every failure, if they doubt you, that itself is your breaking point. I think, and you understand, if you are a girl, you love some boy and that boy hates you, don't you think that's a breaking point?
Correct.
You love your mama and mama is doubtful whether you will be successful or not. Because in some test you got few marks less. Or this cannot happen, that cannot happen. Or your mama is anxious whether you are learning that or not. So mother should be a source of food. Mother should be a source of love. Mother should be a source of happy confidence. Happy, and she should be herself happy. You see your mother happy, no? You will become a successful guy. You see your mother rote hue, no? Somehow something within you breaks. Because what you love the most should not be sad.
Correct.
I think you understand.
A woman in the house, the mom
if you
should
love
be happy.
somebody, you want them to be happy or unhappy?
Happy.
If you see them crying, will you have a good mood?
No.
In the same fashion. Mama, unfortunately, has one job to do. After 8 years of the boy or a girl. Be personally happy. And she must do things that make her happy. She must do things that make her enjoy life. And
that's a source of motivation.
She doesn't have to do everything for the child. She has to do it for herself. I think you understand. She should feel, I'm doing good. I think you understand what I'm trying to say. But there should be irresponsible behavior.
Responsibility.
Responsible, calculated, happy. And I like to pursue music, so I'm pursuing music. I like to pursue mathematics. I like to pursue CA. I'm pursuing CA. I like to pursue this. I'm pursuing it out of joy. And I'm happy. And I'm your source of food. I'm your source of love. Whatever, I love you. And source of happiness and confidence that you will also be happy. Now you are unhappy. Tomorrow you will be happy, I know. Now you fail. Tomorrow you will be successful, I know. Today you got less marks. You will win in life, I know.
Well-wishing.
I think you understand. No, well-wishing is different, confidence is different. Whatever happens, mother should believe, मेरा बच्चा तो best होगा. Not as expectation. I know you will win.
With the belief
Belief,
internally.
conviction. I think you understand. And these three things, mother is only supposed to give after 8. It's the father's job to take care of the child.
How? Why after 8 till for the whole?
Because plan how the child will develop, what skills, what is happening. That's how it is. See, managing director can only take care of certain SOPs of the business. It is the job of the CEO to see the entire business plan. It is the job that the last mile, everything is done. He should be responsible. What core, core department should always be reporting to the CEO.
Correct.
For a software company, example, the CTO should always be reporting to a CEO. But if it is a textile company, there also software is included. There the CTO need not report, CTO of the computer industry need not report to the CEO. Textile CTO should report. The computer guy should report to the textile CTO. The textile CTO should report to the CEO in a textile industry. But in a computer industry, computer CEO should directly report. Example, the core systems, design team. If I am a architect or if I am a product company, my design team should directly report to the CEO. Example, in the same fashion, now my child, I am the CEO. Now, the core, what is happening, how, design, structure, सब सीख होना चाहिए.
So guys should be that much involved also.
Very much involved. Well, father absent fathering is the worst thing that can happen. Egoistic father is the worst thing that can happen. And unhappy mother is the worst thing that can happen. Egoistic father, unhappy mother is the perfect recipe for anybody to have self-doubt, self-worth, or career. My brain doesn't function well, or I'm slow, I'm lazy, I'm procrastinating, I'm not able to I'm not a go-getter, I'm lazy. I feel, growth is not coming. Somehow things are eluding me. I'm working hard, but they are not coming. All these symptoms are because of unhappy mother and egoistic father.
And say if now for the adults out there who are watching, and say there are many people who might find themselves stuck, like you said, by saying, I don't even know what I want anymore.
The confused child, the confused adult, unhappy mother, egoistic father, mostly.
So the resolution for them is to go inward.
Go inward, now delink your mother and father out of you, respect them. You have to find a guru to develop a discipline where you attach more importance to what you do to yourself than what has happened to you. What I do to myself is my doing. That's my contribution to my life. What has happened to me, let's decouple. అంటే मम्मी बचपन में ना तुमने ना दीदी को ही सारे दिया है, मेरे को नहीं दिया. दीदी तुमने भी ना मेरे लिए तुमने वो नहीं दिया. अब दीदी सॉरी बोलेगी.
करेक्ट.
अभी भी तो वैलिडेशन ही तो सीख कर रहा हूँ.
करेक्ट.
यार ये वैलिडेशन छोड़ो, ये होते कौन है मुझे वैलिडेट करने.
करेक्ट.
मैं अपने आप को वैलिडेट करता हूँ. अब तो मैं अपना हो गया. Learn to be happy and proud of your own validation. Don't seek validation. तुमने मुझे मारा, उसको आप सॉरी बोले तो बोल भी देगा तो प्रॉब्लम, नहीं बोला तो बड़ा प्रॉब्लम. छोड़ो ना यार, वो होते कौन है तुझे. तेरे को मार खाना था, मार खा लिया ना. अब तू अपने आप को मत मार.
Healthy boundaries required.
Very important. Healthy boundaries create करना. And believing in your own self and developing self-validation, not people validation.
And how do you develop healthy boundaries for people?
Oh, sadhana se aata hai. It's not that easy. वो एक दिन में नहीं होता है. It's a process.
It takes a lot of time, like you mentioned.
Not lot of time, but 6 months to 1 year में हो जाएगा. अगर concentrate करें तो.
Lastly, Guruji, what advice would you give for people, those who are in their 20s, young generation out there, who are stuck between what the society expects from them and what their soul is whispering?
Soul is whispering, okay. What their inside, their heart, their mind wants. Remember one thing, live your life for yourself. Don't live for expectations. It's not hard. Once you start being sober on validation. Once you decide that people's validation doesn't make much difference into my life, it's tough for 10 days only, but you can grow sober of validation in 10, 15, 20 days if you are tough on yourself. If your parents also help a little. And then if you are sober on people's validation, then learn to live your life for yourself and make sure that you are the most important person in your life, not the only person. You are the most important person, but not the only person in your life. Understand the gravity of this statement and your life is sorted.
Wow.
I think you understand. Self-validation only, sober with all other validation. You are the most important person, but not the only person in your life. If you understand this, most problems are sorted.
Thank you, Guruji, from the bottom of my heart for your time, energy, and your wisdom today. This conversation has been more than a dialogue. It's been a mirror, a nudge. And I'm sure it is going to be a turning point for most of us. Thank you so
God
much.
bless you.
Until next time, stay aligned, stay awake, keep listening inward.